Hey guys, Flamin' Shark back with another video, and this is the review to my blind commentary, blind reaction to Bakemonogatari episodes 11 to 15, the Tsubasa cat arc of the anime, as well as the conclusion of Bakemonogatari. Obviously, we are far from done with the Monogatari series as a whole, but we are done with the first, I guess, segment, you could say, of this relatively long journey through the Monogatari series. So the next time in the rotation, when the one spot comes along, it will not be Bakemonogatari, it will be ReZero, because we will be doing the OVAs, hopefully both of them in one video. I'm officially planning to do both of them in one video. That's the plan. I'm hoping that'll be kind of a long video, I think, because I do think I'll have a lot to talk about, because ReZero is a show. Now, I haven't actually reacted to ReZero since it came out, so like 4 years, but this is the type of show that like I've been kind of sitting on for a long time, and I think I'm going to have a lot to say about ReZero, so I think the ReZero videos will be on the longer side for Flamin' Shark videos, so it's going to be really interesting when we get to ReZero. But basically what I wanted to say was, yeah, so if you guys don't remember from my first video of Bakemonogatari, I gave a schedule that had the, basically, it gave my sets, the sets that I would post my videos for Bake, as well, or for Monogatari, my sets for the entire Monogatari series, but also it had my my plans for series I would do in between certain parts of Monogatari. And obviously ReZero Season 2 Part 1 would be in between Bakemonogatari and Kizu Monogatari. So we are going to be doing the two OVAs and Season 2 Part 1 of ReZero in this slot in the rotation, and when we catch up to ReZero, I should say, we will get into Kizu, and then after that, you know, will be Death Parade, and then we're going to do, I think it's Nisei, and then so on and so forth. But we will be doing, at different interludes within Monogatari, we're going to be doing ReZero Season 2 Part 1, Death Parade, Devil is a Part-Timer, Maiden Abyss, ReZero Season 2 Part 2, that was not on there, but that is now official that I am planning for the second to last opening for an anime to be ReZero Season 2 Part 2. And then I don't know what that last spot is going to be yet. I mean, I have a pretty good idea, but even if I do decide pretty definitively on something, I don't plan to announce it, at least for a while. But we'll see what we do there. But, you know, obviously we're going to have these, 6 interludes? Yeah, because the 2 ReZero ones, Death Parade, Devil's Part-Timer, Maiden Abyss, and whatever that last one will be. But over the course of the Monogatari series, we will have 6 interludes where we do a, like, one core, like, relatively short anime, and then we get back to Monogatari. And this is the first one where we finish Bake. Now I'm going to do Season 2 Part 1 of ReZero before I get back to the Monogatari series. And I'm really excited for ReZero, of course, but at the same time, I'm also, you know, a little sad to be leaving Monogatari for just a little while, of course. You know, I hopefully in December, at some point in December, we're back to Monogatari. But it's going to be very sus not doing it for a little while, given that Bakemonogatari in a lot of ways felt almost like a prologue to the series, since it was the introduction to Araragi, of course, but more so it felt like the introduction to the 5 main girls who had arcs about them: Senjo Gahara, Hachikuji, Kambaru, Sengoku, and Hanakawa. Of course, Hitagi Crab, Mayoi Snail, Suruga Monkey, Nanako Snake, and Tsubasa Cat. All of these were great. I definitely enjoyed all of these arcs. I think my favorite arc was probably... It's weird because Tsubasa Cat was such a weird one this set, because it was 11 to 15, but it was really like 13 to 15. The way I see it was like Episode 11 was kind of like sort of... Episode 11 was like a prologue to Tsubasa Cat. Episode 12 was like a Senjo Gahara, like, break-off, like an interlude of Senjo Gahara. And then 13 to 15 felt like the actual Tsubasa Cat arc. But I feel like I guess Tsubasa Cat was my favorite arc if you count all 5 episodes. Because obviously, even though I consider the arc 13 to 15, when you add, I mean, honestly, it might be my favorite arc anyways, but when you add in episode 12, which I think was probably the best episode of Bakemonogatari in my opinion, because episode 12 was insane, if you consider, like, just by the titles of the episodes, Tsubasa Cat's gotta be my favorite between episode 12 and then the actual Hanakawa arc. But you could maybe make an argument for Suruga Monkey. I think Suruga Monkey was probably the second best arc, which is crazy because I adore Kambaru, and she's probably my 4th favorite character, if I'm being completely honest. I think I go Hachikuji over Kambaru, which is insane because, really, like, there's nothing I don't like about Kambaru. But Hachikuji is so funny. Every time she, quote-unquote, stutters, it's the greatest thing ever. And then the fact that Araragi is just like, just literally, just was like, screw it, you know, I'm just gonna go in on her in ways that should not be done and should not be so casual. What the fuck, Japan? What the fuck, Araragi? Is pretty much my reaction to that, but it's absolutely beautiful at the same time. So I really love her, but then I think my favorites comes down to Hanakawa versus Senjo Gahara, and I think I'm leaning Senjo Gahara so far, but God, I love Hanakawa. She is so cool. She's so cute. I love her character. I love what they did with her and kind of being the inverse of Kambaru in regards to the friendships of the various characters in the series. She basically acts as that Kambaru inverse and basically completes our love square that we kind of have between 4 of the 6 main characters that we're focused on in this Bakemonogatari series. It's really great. It's really cool, and she's just so much fun, and she has so many great moments. She's definitely one of my favorite girls. And then, of course, Araragi. You know, Araragi could be anywhere from, like, 1st to probably 5th on my list of favorite characters, because I'd say he's definitely for sure above Nadeko, but then when we're talking everyone else, basically, the other 5, like, Nadeko is weird because I do like Sengoku, but she didn't have much of substance, at least for me so far, where I feel like later down the line we might get more with her that makes me like her more, but she's definitely my least favorite of the 6 major characters that had major focus in this Bakemonogatari. Araragi and the other 4 girls definitely like more, and if I had to rank them, I don't know where Araragi goes, but for the girls, I want to say I'm at 4 for Kambaru, which is crazy because I love Kambaru. I love how freaky she is. Lesbian is great, you know, because that's just memes. You gotta love a lesbian. There's just so many reasons why I love Kambaru, and I can't believe I actually think she might be 4. But Mayoi is just so funny. I just have so much entertainment value out of scenes with her and Araragi. It's amazing. And there's so much entertainment value out of any scene with Araragi and any of the other girls, which is part of what makes Araragi so good, is that he gets just so much dialogue, and all the dialogue's amazing, so by default, he kind of has the most great dialogue. But I do think I would go Kambaru 4, Mayoi 3, then I would probably go... Ooh, it's so tough, but probably Hanakawa 2 and Senjo Gahara 1, but you can make a... You could easily convince me the other way around, because I love Hanakawa, but like Senjo Gahara is such a bae, but so is Hanakawa. It's insane. I love these girls so much, and I'm so excited to see more of the series. Like I said, Kizu, whether that's before Bake or after, I want to say it's before, but I really don't know. But for whatever reason, I want to say it's before. I'm not positive on that. But whatever the case may be, I'm really excited for Kizu Monogatari and everything after that. But for now, we obviously have ReZero. And I don't know if I mentioned it, but there isn't a streamable link. I'll be looking for another tertiary site to potentially use for the links down below to the reactions. Obviously, there's Breach and Mega. There's actually 2 Mega links. There's the raw 1080 that I normally would have put up on Streamable. Then there's the regular, like, there's the more, like, rendered 1080 that's a bit, you know, that has you know, pretty unnoticeable quality difference, but it does exist. And then there's the 720p on Breach if you just want to stream it and don't care about quality that much. But yeah, I don't know what I'm gonna do as far as the video is concerned, as far as Streamable is concerned, because yeah, Streamable is not happening. To basically sum up the deal, basically to have the package basically is just their normal thing. It was basically I was paying $5 a month for Streamable, and it was great. And it was like I was willing to pay that for what the site was being for us, because it was amazing. Like, it was taking the videos just fine, you know, the quality, you know, it was able to take the quality, the size, all that, it was all great. But because I get, you know, like I have a bunch of views, get like 1,000+ views or whatever on a Streamable video, they were like, no, they were like, okay, let's suss your account. And then they're because they were like, oh man, you know, it's way too much bandwidth and all that. And their response in the email was, does $1,000 a month work for you? Well, I'm not making that much on Patreon. Support me on Patreon, by the way, if you want. But yeah, I would probably have to be making, I don't even know. Jesus Christ, I don't even want to think. That's just such a ripoff anyways. Like, I get that this shit's expensive, but Jesus Christ, like, I could buy some, like, really, like, professional website stuff for storage at a way lower rate than that. Like, super expensive, like, totally, like, not worth it, but you can buy, like, a lot of shit with that type of money, and that was, like, insane. And I was just, I just kind of, I didn't even respond. Like, I wanted to just, like, I haven't even responded to that email yet. I just was like, because it was like, I wanted to, like, obviously politely decline, but I was like, I'm still just kind of like, bruh, what? Like, it was just so, like, just weird to see that. Like, it's just the context. And I get it. I understand why that is the way it is, but honestly, it was absolutely insane just to think about. So, whatever the case may be, it is what it is. It was fun while it lasted, but we're going to look for another site to put these on. But for now, probably just Mega and Breach, because, you know, BitChute is really dicey for various reasons. But Breach has been super consistent for me, so I've been really liking Breach lately. And then Mega is all reliable. I know it's not the best to watch it, but you can always download it from Mega, and for the most part, Mega just does its work, and there isn't usually much issue with that. So it is what it is. But anyways, I'm going to end it off here. This is actually my second take of this review. The first one was like 22 minutes, if you believe it. I don't know how that happened. This one's already at 13, though, so still a long one. But yeah, this will go up probably at 8:30, but I'm looking at the time now. I'm actually not sure it's going to make it in time for 8:30. This might even go up at 9 o'clock at night. And then the other thing is that I do want to mention, I'll mention it in this video here at the end, but I'm going to post it on Patreon, and I'm also going to post it in the community tab. I am planning to upload the Ben 10 finale tomorrow on the 13th, as opposed to Anastasia, which was planned for the 13th. I'm now planning to get that out on the 15th, so I'm actually going to switch that up, and I'm just going to tell you guys everywhere in advance that it will be, the plan now, hopefully, is this video late as fuck on the 12th, and then Ben 10 UA series finale on the 13th, and then Ruby Volume 8 premiere on the 14th, and then Anastasia on the 15th. So it doesn't actually sway anything scheduling-wise. All it does is it just flips Ben 10 2 days earlier, flips Anastasia 2 days back, but we keep Ruby on the premiere day, you know, that everyone else's Ruby reaction is going to go up with on the 14th. We're not going to move Ruby. We're just going to keep Ruby there. We're just going to flip Ben 10 and Anastasia, and then hopefully, assuming this is the start of daily uploads or anything, the rest of it's just going to be all really consistent from there, hopefully. But yeah, I do want to flip that. But yeah, I plan to hopefully get a lot of recording done tomorrow. So yeah, so this is going to work out well for me. But yeah, basically that's it. So lots of sauce, but I am flipping Ben 10 and Anastasia. I will post that on Patreon as well. And yeah, pretty much that's it. So anyways, Flamin' Shark signing out. Hope you guys have a wonderful, fantastical day, and I will see you next time with another video. Thanks for watching. Peace!